Ayurveda. The first step is how to pronounce it. The way I teach it is you say E-Y-E-I-Y-O-U-R, your Veda, Ayurveda. In the Ayurvedic science, the fundamental elements of fire, water, space, and earth combine to form the three doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. One crucial and distinguishing aspect of Ayurvedic science is its inclusion of spirit as in your natural enthusiasm for life, or you could say as in your awareness of the spark of life within you. According to Ayurvedic teaching, the fusion of Purusha and Prakriti make up the subtle invisible world and the manifest material world. The first step to understanding how to use the Ayurvedic science, you have to learn the characteristics of each dosha, as in the Vata constitution, the Pitta constitution, and the Kapha constitution. The Vata constitution is primarily, they say ether and air, but more modernly we now say space and air. So that's a light frame person, active, restless, creative mind, variable diet and sleep patterns. That means like a Vata person, a person who is Vata, in the Ayurvedic way of putting it, is a person with a high basal metabolic rate, is usually thin, can't gain weight. They have prominent veins and tendons, of course, because they don't have a lot of big muscles on their body. They have a tendency to get dry skin and hair. And when they get out of balance, they have anxiety and insomnia. And when they're in balance, they're very imaginative and very creative. Pitta constitution is made up of fire and water elements. Medium frame, keen intellect, strong appetite and digestion. If they don't eat lunch, they get really irritated because they have so much hydrochloric acid as just a body type. And then the most hydrochloric acid that's secreted in the 24-hour cycle is during 10 in the morning until 3. And then if you're that kind of body type, you have more than a Vata or a Kapha. And then you don't eat, then you're going to have just acid dripping into the bloodstream. And you're going to be overheated, and you're not going to have any nutrients, and you can get really irritable and angry under stress. Also, fine, thin hair, Pitta constitution. The Kapha constitution, earth and water, is a heavy-set build, a slow basal metabolic rate, slow motility. The food goes in. They don't have as much hydrochloric acid. A heavy-set build, methodical, thoughtful nature, a slow, steady appetite and digestion, smooth, soft, lustrous complexion, thick, wavy, oily hair, and calm, easygoing under stress. This is a really important distinction, and that is one of the main distinctions between Ayurvedic medicine and Western medicine is the Ayurvedic body type system. Ayurveda teaches that we are not treating the disease, we are treating the body type with the disease. And there's so much more to understand about that, but just to get that in your head and understand what a huge difference the science, the Western science, is from the Ayurvedic science. So I showed you this just to give you an example of the Ayurvedic body type. If you look at an Ayurvedic body type and you see a Vata body type, they have a fast basal metabolic rate. That's partly why they're always thin, because they just eat the food up, use it, in comes the nutrient, out goes the waste product. The Pitta body type has a medium basal metabolic rate, but they have a lot of hydrochloric acid. They're red in the face, they're always hot. They're the ones that can go and eat a steak and the whole thing will be completely metabolized in 12 hours. A Kapha body type does not have much hydrochloric acid secretion and very slow motility. So they have a slow basal metabolic rate. So the body characteristics explain how the physiology works. That's why in Ayurveda, it says that we're not treating diseases, we're treating the body type with the disease. It is important to note that in Ayurveda there are 37 body characteristics that are observed to determine which of the possible 10 Ayurvedic body types you are. The best thing to do is take the Ayurveda body quiz. The next 3 slides contain a comprehensive list of symptoms associated with each dosha, providing a valuable guide to help individuals identify which dosha needs balancing. The first way to understand aggravated Vata symptoms is that you are a predominant Vata body type. That's one of the ways in which you would have these kinds of symptoms. But you don't have to be the body type. You can. Vata is a correlation to the nervous system. Vata is space and air. So let's say that you work nights and you're an emergency room doctor, or you work nights and you're one of those people that is working for the airplanes and coming in and out, air traffic. So that is a highly stressed job. So that can aggravate your nervous system. Well, the word Vata can be translated in one context to Vata is the nervous system. So these are the symptoms of a person who has a nervous system that easily goes to fight or flight because they have a predominance of the Vata, or they work in situations that chronically aggravate their nervous system. So the following symptoms are dry eyes, dry sore throat, belching, hiccups, intestinal bloating, gas, constipation, arthritis, stiff, painful joints, heart palpitations, fainting spells, chapped lips, rough flaky skin, nail biting, very sensitive to cold, agitated movement, like twitching of the eye, generalized aches, sharp pain, insomnia, wake and can't sleep, fatigue, poor stamina, weight loss, underweight, anxiety, and constipation. The predominant Pitta body type can get fevers, food allergies, weakness due to low blood sugar, night sweats, disturbing dreams, sour body odor, acne, bloodshot eyes, boils, red skin rashes, hot flashes, very sensitive to heat, bad breath, diarrhea, fitful sleep, stomach ulcer, acid stomach, heartburn. But if you've had a disease and you've had to take a lot of pharmaceuticals, you had surgeries, you could have a Pitta imbalance. If you work in a really hard job and you don't eat lunch, you can have a Pitta imbalance. So aggravated Pitta can come from it being your predominant constitution, so you have a predisposition to it, but it also can be from a body of any other body type that's really out of balance. The Kapha body has such a slow basal metabolic rate, it gets thick and sticky, undigested food that congest it. That's a predisposition to the Kapha body. You can be a Pitta, okay, and a Vata, and have Kaphic-like symptoms. All right, so you can have Kapha symptoms if you have a Vata body. You can have Pitta symptoms if you have a Vata body. You can have Kapha symptoms if you had a Vata body. These symptoms are Kapha people, Kapha predominant people are predisposed to these symptoms, and they get them just because their bodies congest and clog up easier than the other two types. Okay, so what are the Kapha symptoms? Aching joints, high cholesterol, sluggish digestion, bloated feeling, edema, water retention, pale, clammy skin, hay fever, diabetes, nausea, mucus, congestion, chest and throat, mucus in both the chest and the throat, congestion in the chest and throat, weight gain, obesity, drowsy, groggy during the day, hard to get out of bed, very tired in the morning, sleeping too much, lethargy. So here's 3 examples of the 3 body types. The Vata, the lean person. The middle person is the Pitta, the medium, and Kapha, a person who's big and heavy set and can gain weight. And also, you could get my book, Ayurveda, the A to Z Guide to Healing Techniques from Ancient India, and there's the link right there, and take the Ayurvedic body type quiz. Hi, this is Dr. Helen. If you're here at the end of the video, I'm really grateful. Just click on the video and go to the next and get your signs and symptoms so you can start doing Ayurveda self-care with knowledge. And there's lots more videos coming to help you with making decisions about how to balance your Vata, Pitta, and Kapha symptoms. Stay tuned. All right. Oh, and if you find this helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Let's spread Ayurvedic knowledge to everyone.